I'm with the Street Pharmacist, 14 years, 14-year street pharmacist, right? You need a rapper, you'd be a street pharmacist by. And by you'd see a round trip like with Jay-Z. It's a round trip. He came up selling drugs, Jay-Z has a spades. And do say the significant piece of his total assets, like Jay-Z's a tycoon in light of alcohol. Not due to his music, you see what I'm talking about, right? The music. Was the seed, he's a beast. I know these are beast kids. And the more medications he siphons down his significant other's throat, you all should do a mission that say free Beyonce. She is a detainee in a plated confined Jay-Z. Has been related with drugs his entire profession, be it in his tunes or, in actuality. His music pals have approached with a few declarations, which demonstrate that Jay has been working a ring in the background. The sources have affirmed that Jay-Z pitches the substances to young people when they enter the business. Jay-Z has been a tycoon for some time now. Yet how could he gather such a massive fortune? Sit tie individuals, we have all the deets. So how about we get into it? The most popular and effective rapper, Jay-Z, has been blamed for substance misuse ordinarily. And not just that, Jay-Z is supposed to be the underground top dog by numerous others connected with the business well. We as a whole know his esteem for street pharmacists. Runs profound. The street pharmacists were my good examples. Rappers weren't fruitful yet, despite the fact that the gossip has been going around for a long time. The flash that launched this entire it again, with more power than any other time in recent memory, is the new meeting posted by Vlad TV. The meeting highlighted Turnpike, Ricky Ross of previous medication dealer. He expressly said that the top manager of the rapper business was somewhere down in his business. He affirmed that Jay was the muscle behind the liquor brand that kicked the deals of outlines and made them enormous. Jay-Z has trump card and do say, which is the significant piece of his total assets, like Jay-Z's a tycoon due to alcohol. We know how risky the legitimate game can be for our previous convicts. So it's fairly reasonable Ricky is trying not to take any names. The questioner is more costly in the inquiries, yet the Lord Pig simply gestures affirming all that he made sense of that Jay-Z's principal type of revenue comes from drug managing, not the music as individuals would naturally suspect. So I'm saying, right, the music was the seed, yet actually the incineraries come from net. The point that the hose proceeds is that liquor is a lawful medication these days, and Jay-Z is trading out millions by advancing them in his music. Moreover, in this time and age, there's no denying the influence music has in controlling individuals to the unlawful part. By and by you see a full beginning like with Jay-Z. It's a round trip. He came up selling drugs. Now you may be asking why these certifications from this individual are so significant. Well, this individual at once over the roads. He laid out a medication realm in Los Angeles, California, during the right on time to mid-1980s. Fortunately, he was gotten and was condemned to life in jail. However, this sentence was abbreviated on a leer, and Ross was delivered in 2009. So in short, he's truly proficient about the intricate details of this business. Thusly, his view of Jay-Z is especially pertinent to be a street pharmacist and a rapper simultaneously. Definitely it's conceivable in any case, other than Expressway to Heaven has additionally affirmed a similar story. He uncovered that Jay-Z has a group of laborers that let the news out and sell things. Essentially, he has a little associations of prepared men working for him. He had a pleasant crew. He had his own little crew that got going for him. Matt Hoffa additionally remarked on Jay-Z's uncommon business abilities. As per him, the troublemakers in the game have fallen these days. The champs are the ones who settle on the best business choices, Jay-Z being the top of the class. All things considered, has made a ton of extraordinary business moves. He's not selling an extreme picture, he's a financial specialist. Moving along, he makes sense of that. Jay-Z has just a single hit record, yet he is getting more cash than any of different stars that are popping records left and right that made one hot record. and has as much cash as presumably nearly anyone. Well, fans are right close to math on this one. They likewise accept that Jay has a skill for encircling himself with the perfect individuals. Jay generally knew who to encircle himself with in those days. Woman was the money manager, Kareem was the bank, and Jay was the establishment. With them he constructed a realm, yet as numerous domains. With some you can't go any further. Woman's personal and foolish way of behaving defeated him, and it was preventing Jay's advancement. Once he disposed of Lady, he genuinely went farther than anybody expected. Well, sources uncovered that Jay-Z has been talking around the business about the deficiency of 92 blocks. The blocks are fundamentally bundles of substances worth huge number of dollars. It is widely known in the business that Jay makes just 6% benefit on it. Yet the deficit had a weighty effect on his life, and he has made numerous foes due to it. When you lose that multitude of blocks, you're in the entire 1.6 million. To certain individuals who are incredibly startling now, the unreasonable security map was discussing checks out. __, with custom suits that like a traffic light away in a SUV. And afterward, mind you, there's one before him running behind him. Recall when Jay-Z himself admitted to managing drugs in the past. He said to be in a medication bargain. You really want to understand what you can spend, what you want to re-up eventually. You must have a leaf methodology on the grounds that your window is tiny. Also his meeting with Oprah, in which he personally makes sense of the street pharmacists, were his motivation. Yet he viewed himself as talented with the ability for rapping, yet it was nothing exceptional. Rappers weren't fruitful yet. I recollect, whenever I first saw the Sugar Hill Posse on Soul Train, I was 11 or 12. I resembled what's happening. How did those folks get on public television? And afterward, when I was a little more seasoned, a rapper from the area got a record bargain. I was stunned. They're giving you cash to do that, on the grounds that at this point, the music had grabbed hold of the whole area, very much like break had before. Now, this music had grabbed hold. Everybody was either DJing or rapping. Great Jay-Z became wildly successful as he longed for, yet his activity had critical ramifications for individuals around him. Like a parasite, his medication ring had straightforwardly, and in a roundabout way, killed various gifts. The hip jump symbol DMX's destruction is one of them. We're following, making it known. We have recently discovered that rapper DMX has passed on at 50 years old. I went a very long time after hip bounce symbol DMX is passing. His authority reason for death has been uncovered. The rapper kicked the bucket at 50 from a cocaine-prompted cardiovascular failure that slice off bloodstream to his cerebrum, a lethal mix. A hotspot for the Westchester region. Clinical analyst's office told Vulture it was a heart failure for a while, so there was no flow to the cerebrum. Another casualty was Juice WRLD. We, as a whole, realize he disapproved of substance maltreatment since the beginning, yet